What's good, ladies and gentlemen? I am Brad, joined as always by my homie Jack. We are the Nerds and Mike podcast. Yo, what's up, my podcast brother? Um, Dude, I'm not gonna lie, bro. You know what's so wild? I literally, Chad gave me this idea the other day that I should do a cartoon like MILF and thought tier list. And bro, when I did it, the amount of like positive feedback that I got from it is insane. Like, dude, they thought it was the funniest shit ever, and it was very entertaining. I feel you saw me literally on there. I fucking like this is how I dressed on there. I had the fucking like sunglasses on and shit. Like, I literally was on there fucking with the hat on and with like this. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was so much fun, dude. Like, and I like how the video starts like, "Yo, welcome to the best tier list in the history of the internet, baby."
I mean, yo, those are pretty like I said before. I don't think I've seen a tier list like that before. So like,
No, hell no.
it definitely will bring a lot of like intrigue. People will be like wanting to figure out what's going on.
Because like, bro, I don't understand why they have to make all like I swear to God, bro, and it's literally only just like I don't know why, but they have to make all those fucking like female cartoons, like cartoon females, so fucking fine, like all of them. Like, yo, when I was a kid, bro, I had a like that's the only reason I watched Aladdin because Jasmine was fine as fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
No,
no.
I'm just joking.
I mean, fucking. I mean, they've done no. I mean, you're not wrong though. The first one that I could think of like comes to mind as a kid was the mom in Dexter's Laboratory. And I don't know if
Yes.
I haven't watched your video yet, so don't really spoil anything for me.
I won't spoil anything,
Yeah,
but I will say, I mean, you kind of saw from my main
I saw
chat
the
in Discord that
thumbnail
they
too.
yeah, they were like, "Yo, Miss Incredible was
Oh
ranked way
yeah,
too fucking low." Yeah.
yeah, man.
But no, it was a lot of fun, dude. Cause yeah, like and bro, even think about this, like. People who are like, and any of you who listeners who are really into anime, like I don't watch too much of it, but it's like, dude, it's crazy how like they have anime that's literally just porn. Like what the it's like hentai or some
Yep.
shit like that. Like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, like I'm not gonna lie, but that's why I always think about like, yo, in Japan, like how the like I hope to God that there's not like fucking 5-year-old kids watching these cartoons because it's like in Japan, it's literally fucking Japanese cartoons. So it's like I hope to God there's not like 5-year-olds literally being like walking up to people like, can I feel your tits? Like, you know what I mean? Like, because
I
they've
mean,
seen way too much, baby.
yeah. I mean, I would hope so too. I mean, the thing is too with there's a lot of like people I know that like would watch like adult anime from Japan or whatever,
Yes.
and like no, but like as a kid though, like they would watch it like,
Oh,
and I don't even mean like that kind. I mean like just like adult shows where they like literally do maybe show boobs or something, or they like
right.
have killing and stuff, but they're
Uh-huh.
watching it as a kid because they think it's like, oh, it's cartoons, so it's okay, like.
Oh, oh, I
Yeah, yeah.
I
Now
see
you
what you
get it.
mean.
Yeah,
I mean, bro, that could be the same thing for like all the adult cartoons we have. Like here, like bro, I remember when I was like 12 years old, I thought literally just like Family Guy was just some regular like cartoon until
yeah.
you watch it as an adult and you're like, oh my God, it really is not. But then again, though, man, I remember like watching even like kids cartoons like Fairly Odd Parents and SpongeBob. Like when you really break it, when you really like go back and you like hear some of the jokes, you notice they definitely throw some adult jokes in there,
Oh
bro.
yeah.
Like 100%.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think we've talked about this before, but Bikini Bottom, like,
Oh
bro,
yeah, bro.
like, think about it, like, what, like, and then, dude, yeah, I mean, SpongeBob is another show that really, like, there's a lot of kind of adult, like, dark
Oh
humor
yeah.
in it sometimes, like, it can get really morbid, especially with Squidward and, like, what he does and, like, what he says. It's just like, damn, like, geez, okay, bro.
Homie, looking back at it, dude, okay, because like as a kid, I was like, yo, Squidward's kind of a fucking dick to do all this stuff, mean stuff to SpongeBob. Like, yo, why does he want to have fun? And then like when you look back, you're like, homie, I would never fucking want that bitch ass sponge as a neighbor.
Oh,
Hell
yeah,
fucking
no.
no. Dude, literally just all of a sudden going like, "Die, die, 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 die," like that, and then Patrick's like, like, bro, that sounds horrible to wake up to on a Saturday, Sunday morning. Like, hell fucking no.
I mean, it would
You
probably
know what
be.
I
I
mean?
mean, every morning or whatever days SpongeBob isn't working, which is, dude.
Horrible, right?
I mean, like again, when as a kid you're watching it, it's like, yeah, it's really fun, but then like
Yeah.
I could totally see that people like adults or just people that like didn't even really fuck with SpongeBob how they could find it really annoying because it's like
Oh yeah.
dude's voice is really high pitched and really just
Exactly.
he's just like
Dude,
the max to the max all the time.
right, bro. You know what's so funny is the dude who plays SpongeBob. I think his name is like Tom something, Tom Kenny or something like that.
Hmm.
And bro, you know what's funny? How he literally got the how he literally does the laugh for SpongeBob because it's like "Die, he literally like would hit his like throat to get the like at a perfect
Oh
level. And like,
really?
dude, he literally has like a rash on his throat for doing that for 20 fucking years. I'm not even. Yeah, I saw him do that in shit in an interview. He has a fucking rash like right here on his neck.
Holy shit. Damn. I mean, there's a new. I mean, you said that there's a new guy voicing him. I wonder if he does it.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, the vibe is so different, bro. Because it's like you go from a high pitch to where he's kind of more like it goes from like it's the best day ever, and then literally goes from him being like hi Mr. Krabs, how are you? Like just a whole another vibe of SpongeBob. So, but I mean, hey,
Damn.
bro. Then again, like I mean. Speaking of like cartoons and any TV shows, bro, it really just depends the era you grow up in. Because like literally, I know people who like love the 80s and the 90s, but they hate all the 2000 stuff.
Oh
But
yeah.
then again, I also know people who literally like hate all the 90s and stuff and 80s stuff, but they love only the 2010s, the 2000s, like the 2020s, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like I don't know, it's a whole different. Yeah, it really just depends where you grew up in. Like I know people who they've watched like Tom and Jerry and Looney Tunes growing up, and they're like, "Oh, this thing is amazing." And then they watch SpongeBob. They're like, "Yo, how the fuck did this thing last 20 fucking goddamn seasons?" You know what I mean? So it's just bizarre, bro.
Oh yeah, well, I mean that to that point too. I mean, each of them is their own like kind of like comedic
Yeah.
style. Like Tom and Jerry is definitely more just like slapstick humor,
Oh
and
yeah.
like people like fall and then you laugh, or they get something dropped on their head and then it's funny, or some shit or like
And
they.
you could just watch it. Yeah, you could just watch it all day. Like,
Hmm.
I mean, that's what I remember always being in the background as a kid, just seeing like Tom and Jerry, seeing like a cat who literally like runs so fast that his feet turn into wheels because he's running so fast. And then like Jerry's like, "Oh my God, no! Run to my little hole in the wall." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I always think about that shit. Um. Man, I don't know, bro. And like, okay, huge topic change. Though I just want to say this. I low key just like went and got some Mexican food, and that shit was so fire. And I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, growing up in Las Vegas, like not like right next, but like pretty close to the border of Mexico. Uh, I had some really fire Mexican food, and the place I just went to, bro. Like, as far as Michigan, I know you're actually, and you listen to our podcast, bro. Like, homie Jack is gonna be in Michigan. I mean, he's doing some
Hmm.
Mother's Day stuff, so I unfortunately will not be able to see the homeboy.
Yeah.
But regardless, yeah. If you ever get a chance, bro, when you're here and you're like, yo, I want some fucking food, go to it's like maybe a half hour from here on your way back to Chicago if you end up running into it. It's called Pancho's Tacos, bro. I think
Pancho's tacos.
it's probably I've had a lot of Mexican food here in Michigan. It's probably the only Mexican food that I've had that can really like actually like hold its own against any Las Vegas West Coast food. So
Oh damn.
it's phenomenal.
That's great then. Oh, good shit.
Like dude, like bro, like I got asked this the other day. It was like, yo, what's the best like culture that's not like America? Because it's obviously I'm from American, so I know
Yeah.
American culture the most. It was like what's the best, bro? My instinct was literally instantly Mexican culture, no doubt in my mind. Like the food, the alcohol, the music. I mean, everything about Mexico is just fire.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, yeah, no, you know me, I'm always also about that beer. The Mexican beer is like the one of the
Mexican
best,
beers,
in my opinion.
tequila.
Like I'll take that over American beer any day, no lie.
Oh yeah. I
But
mean, and I have to be honest, even though I am a Bud Light guy, I cannot deny, bro, Corona and tequila are lit. I cannot deny that. No doubt in
oh
my mind.
yeah, no, 100%.
Dude, you know what's funny? I was talking about this with Drazy. Obviously, guys, he used to be on the podcast. If y'all are old listeners, RIP to the homie. He's not actually dead. He just doesn't do the podcast anymore. But
God, yeah.
But anyway, he used to be on the podcast, and like we'd have conversations about like because he's from Puerto Rico, uh, and we were like, yo, what actually is like any like American or like Puerto Rican slang or like other slang? And we're like, I wonder like, do people say lit in any other country besides America? That's probably gotta be only American slang, I assume, right?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, unless it's like in a show or something, or they're like actually American, I don't think like I don't understand why they would know what lit is. 'Cause
Right.
I don't even think that's like. I mean, I guess it's. Is it kind of like part of meme culture now? A little bit.
I mean, I would assume, yeah. Like, anytime I see like a picture on the internet with a meme where it has lit, it has like some people at a concert just
See,
fucking turning
yeah.
up. You know what I mean? Like they're waving,
So
like hands in the air, like they just don't care. You know what I mean? So,
that I mean that's an aspect too. Then so I mean so maybe people are using it then too, because if they just know what that is and it's just like they kind of understand, they don't necessarily know what it means, but they're just like, oh, okay, fire
right.
moment, lit, like whatever. They're just, yeah, as long as they understand that, for the most part they could use it the same way, or like,
100%.
yeah.
I think what was it? Uh, the only thing is though, man, like I remember I'm trying to I'm actually trying to low key learn a little bit of Spanish through
Oh.
this one. Yeah, right. Yo, white dude is moving up in the world, right? But there's this app called Indigio. I think I pronounced it right, Indigio. And my sister introduced me to it. And she was and basically you go on there and you just be like this word means like what? The thing that's really getting me, bro, is like the spelling is cool. It's like not hard to learn how to like pronounce it. What's hard is learning the different like the meanings because it's like I think it's like
Oh, the
Frio.
masculine and feminine versions of it, yeah.
Well, I mean that too, but like
Yeah.
I kind of got that down a little bit. It's more
Okay.
so like this, like frio means cool, so you assume like you're like, oh, like yo Jack, you look cool as fuck today, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's actually not what it means. When frio actually is when it says cool, it means like, oh, it's cold.
Yeah.
Like it's cool. Like my water is
Temperature.
cold. Like
Yeah.
cool, yeah. Like temperature. Yeah, exactly. Like temperature. Where like I don't remember what the word is, but something else mean totally different means cool. So it's like that is really what's getting me so far is the different meanings for different words. And even like Drazy was like, "Yo, I gotta cut you some slack for that, bro, because yeah, the meaning is definitely gets people a lot."
I mean, yeah, that is but that's like low key the same with certain stuff in English too, there's like, I mean, there's there, right? And there's like three
Oh, I
different,
didn't even think about that,
yeah,
bro.
there's three different
Oh
versions of
shit.
there, and they mean completely different things. And then I mean, yeah, dude, there's other slang that we use in like at least
Yeah,
American English that's like doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, like from I guess from someone like looking in on it, or like even in
right.
text and stuff, if you use like a Y for an actual like Y instead, or some shit, it's like someone looking at that as like a non-native American, like a native
Yeah.
English speaker would go like, what the fuck, like what are you
It could,
saying?
or also like literally like yeah, if you say like why, we might assume that it literally means like you're asking why. Or like, but yeah, because it's a bit like no, it's just a little way to like text. No,
Yeah.
yeah, like, and also like even this thing with LMAO, like laugh my ass off. Someone would be like, "What does lamau mean? Is
Yeah,
that a
see.
word that I haven't learned in the English language yet?
Yep.
Like, you know what I
Stuff like
mean?"
that. Well, and that's a question too, is like, is that also meme culture though too? So do they know what like
Right.
LMAO is, whatever, I don't know. Yeah, but it is interesting, just to think about like how crazy and intricate language can get.
No, yeah, bro. Have you ever? I'm curious, Jack. Have you ever like have you do you know or have you ever attempted to learn another language?
I don't know. I've
Okay.
tried to take like French when I was in school, and like I took it
I mean
like,
that makes sense because you go to Paris a lot. You
yeah,
know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, my mom speaks French, and she like that's what she
Oh,
like
dude.
went to college for. Like she got a French degree. So like makes sense. But
Right.
yeah, she tried to teach us like growing up. My brother like has caught on a lot more than I have.
Okay.
But like for the most part, I just can just do stuff. Do
Right.
say and ask for things, beverages. Ask how people are doing.
Okay, so
Like,
like you know like French where like you can just like ask for certain things if you're
yeah.
lost or something like
But if
that.
someone tries to hold a conversation with me, I'm like, nope, I've
Yeah.
English, I can't. You know,
Right. Bro, you know what's okay, dude, this is like a whole different topic conversation, but like
mhm.
I just want to say this. I put up a video of me doing a funny moments in GTA because now I'm starting to become a big GTA fan now on PC. And yo, by the way, thank you, you and Drazy for like telling me to get the PC. The PC's lit, baby. PC gangs, you gotta stand up, man. Cause PC, like these two, those two dudes were like, you and Drazy would be like, yo, Brad, you gotta get on this PC gang, man. It is so lit. You're gonna love it, and I do fucking love it, bro. Like we all had that like at any point in our time, we all had that one either system or computer that we like wake up in the morning and be like, yo, we don't have anything to do. I want to get on that thing so bad.
Oh
And
yeah,
right now for me, that's the PC, 100%.
good shit.
Um
No, I'm glad you're enjoying it.
it's incredible. But no, what I was gonna say is like I put up a video, yeah, of me doing funny moments on GTA, and I was like talking about like I went to like this like white trash like trailer park neighborhood, and there was like a random like dishwasher in the middle of nowhere, and I was just like, why the fuck is this here? Did Rockstar like dude like fuck up some shit? And literally according to TikTok, I according to TikTok, some guy was like and I quote, this guy definitely has ADHD.
I mean, maybe, yeah. I mean, have you ever been diagnosed before, or have you
You know
ever been
what?
tested?
I never have, but you know what's actually wild is that well, first of all, he also said literally ADHD is the and GTA is the perfect combination in life, which was kind of odd. But and I'm assuming that dude probably has ADHD because he literally just like said that's perfect combination.
Yeah.
Um, but anyway, what's funny is that I never got tested for it, but what's crazy is that like one of my friends brought this up. She said like she's like, "Yo, did you ever have any problem like paying attention at all in school when you were growing up?" And you know what's funny, man? Like I thought about it when I was like maybe in I think it's like fourth, fifth grade, something like that. I would always I'm gonna try to think. I always literally I always like didn't want to pay attention. I was just like I don't know if it's because I didn't want to or I had a hard time paying attention, but like also like I think what it was, man, is that like when I was there, I just how do I say this? It's just when you go to the school and it's like they want to teach everyone the exact same way. It's like literally you just can't wait to get out and do the thing that you actually truly want to do when you get out of school. So I don't know. For me, it just wasn't it. But I will say this is that my parents started to get so worried that they literally like prescribed me like Adderall when I was like 9 years old. So
Shit.
I was on fucking drugs at 9 years old.
Damn, bro. I mean, for me personally, I know I have like ADHD.
Oh, do you
And
really?
yeah, and like that was like the exact same shit that you were like talking about, like just like not like wanting to, or just like not being able to pay attention in class. Like
Right.
honestly didn't know what it was, and like, and then it wasn't until like I think my like junior or senior year of high school is when I finally got tested. So like
Okay.
all my life I had basically just kind of like gone through it, like managed to get like decent grades, like managed, by. And then like that year I got it, and then they were like, "Oh shit, like you have this. You can get all of these like basically all of these like things, like you get more time on things, you can work on assignments longer, you get all these
Right.
accommodations." And I was like, what the fuck? Like I could have been doing this like from the beginning. Like I could
Oh
have, and
man.
like I could have been utilizing that shit. And I was like, God damn it! Like why didn't like? But for the most part, yeah. Like I would just say like maybe if you think your kid or something, is like that, definitely it maybe seem unnecessary, but yeah, test
Right.
them, because it's like if they do have it, the at least my where I'm at, and I think I assume most of America is just like gonna compensate you and make sure that that kid gets the right amount of
Right.
stuff to make it through just as easily
No,
as
yeah.
other people do. It's just so that, like the thing like for us doesn't happen, where it's like we don't want to like basically
Right.
continue to be in school because it's like we're really operating at the same level as everybody else.
Yeah, and like if you can't like pay attention, it definitely doesn't mean that you're like stupid. It
Oh
doesn't mean
yeah.
you're an idiot. Like I don't know, like and it's like you could get an IQ test and just test high IQ, but it's just like I don't know, just like I just never like I just didn't want to like pay attention. I don't know. But I think
So
that's because I just said like literally you don't I hear a lot of intelligent people talk about they're like I just didn't want to just like be taught this. I some people just can't learn the exact same way. So
yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
so what it comes down to really at the end of the day, it's like ADHD is like connected to like it's a primalistic instinct like that we
Okay.
have, and that's like goes back to like when we were like in like cavemen and shit, you know, and we were like
Right.
surviving out in the wild. So like people like us would actually be better at surviving because we have a higher attention to things that can like if something happens in the background and it distracts us, that would allow us to survive because that could be a predator in the background, you know, making some noise and
Right.
we'd be able to notice it,
Oh
you know.
wow.
But
So do you think that's where the whole concept of like anxiety comes from?
oh, 100%. Yeah,
That it's
it's
just built in our DNA from
well,
like thousands and thousands of years ago?
yeah, and that's a whole other question that people like argue and talk
Right.
about. It's like is trauma and like things like that and like experiences, are they passed down through DNA in that sense? But yeah, no, yeah, but that's really also what it just comes down to. It's just like we're aware, our awareness is a lot higher than most people's. So with that's why things might catch our attention a lot easier. Like we might get distracted more. Um,
Right.
yeah, no, I mean, and that's a lot of people don't understand that. I mean, that's really just and
Right.
because we're in also in like now we're in a civilized society, we don't necessarily need that anymore. I mean, sometimes we kind of do in like these in scenarios in our life with like shit and violence and stuff, but like for the
Right.
most part you don't, and especially in a classroom you should just be, you know, focusing and trying to, you know, yeah, just you know,
Yeah.
work,
No,
but your
100%.
brain is like nah, like just your natural instincts are to not do that, you know. It's hard.
I mean, dude, it's I don't know. I mean, that first of all, that's a really great point because I mean, you know, I guess like I guess that's why I never think about is that like when you go back all that time because it's like literally it's like you know it just literally goes back to when it's like was the very first humans, whether you want to argue whoever the fuck it was.
Hmm.
It's like literally like they reproduce and reproduce all the way until you. So I mean, like
Yep.
literally, you're gonna share at least like maybe you'll some other people will have more uh of the percentage of something than others, but
Yep.
it's like for the most part, everyone has a little bit of that in every single person on Earth. So
I mean, there are some people
um
that don't, and that's also, you know, that's just like genetics doing its work too, where they're maybe their species or not species. What am I talking about? Their genetic makeup down the line was like, yo, we don't need this anymore, so let's like get rid of
right.
it. And they, I don't know, it just that's just genetics. I don't know how it works. I'm not a scientist. I'm sure there's like a more of a
Right.
you know, scientific explanation for it, but
Right.
yeah.
I mean, no, yeah, I completely agree. I just yeah, but like I just thought about that, but I will say this though, like people who literally like try to be like because I've had people who I go to high school with and they still truly believe this. They're like, oh man, I don't have any like I have no anxiety, I have nothing, like I don't get, bro. I mean, you could throw all the genes and genetics and like tests at me you want, bro. I mean, anyone can get nervous or like feel bad about anything, bro. I mean, unless you literally just have like no fucking emotions, then I guess I see your point. But
Yeah.
for me, I mean, I'll be first one to say that I definitely could get like really fucking scared or nervous about something. I mean, I will say this, bro, straight up. When I first started streaming, or definitely when I first started doing this podcast, I definitely had a little bit of anxiety. I was kind of like, okay, whoa, we're gonna record it. I need to make sure things go right. You know what I mean? I need to make sure literally like everything gets recorded correctly.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, what the fuck am I gonna talk about? You know what I mean? So, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I've definitely had like that, 100%.
Well, that's also that's just like another. It's like that comes also down to like it's just another primal instinct where it's like your body's
Yeah,
like you're unaware of like what's ahead, right? And so you wanna be prepared. You want to know what's coming, but you can't. So your body's like, damn, like we got to do something. It's like
right.
kind of like fight or flight, you know. And it's a response that your body has. But yeah, no, I think at the end of the day too, is and what I've kind of like realized in my life with a lot of things is like anxiety and stuff like that. It can, if you let it, it can keep you like, it can keep you down. It can keep you like from doing things,
Right.
and like you shouldn't let it do that. You know, it really like things in your head also seem a lot bigger than they actually are, and by the time you're actually doing it, like it's really not that bad, or it's not as like chaotic or as crazy as you thought it was gonna be, or it can be from like a life event or like starting a job or like doing some shit like this.
Right.
Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just got to get through it.
Whenever you have any kind of like crazy thing that might come up, like that can just automatically bring some. I mean, you know what's funny about talking about like genetics and stuff like that? Someone explained to me the other day. They're like, because I asked someone, I was like, because he's a guy who literally has like a bunch of like pets and dogs and stuff, and I was like, and he literally used to be, he's a retired vet, not like vet like a soldier, like a vet, like actual veterinarian.
Veterinarian, yeah.
uh, and I was asking, and he literally was like telling me why we have this crazy connection to dogs. Because it's like, I mean, there are some dogs who literally are just like dicks, but like for the most part, all dogs and humans like get along very. I mean, it's literally man's best friend.
Yeah.
And he was like, he's like, I think the main reason why is because we like thousands of years ago there would be like times when there'd be like big predators like bears or something like that, and like wolves and like everything like that would keep a watch out for us while we slept, so predators didn't devour us in the night, so
Hmm.
uh and it's also kind of bizarre to think that like I mean, we definitely turned them into dogs. I mean, it was basically the wolves. So it's like every single dog is a wolf. So like
Yeah.
basically a Chihuahua is a fucking wolf, which is wild. But I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean,
just
I think it's like
through
a cousin of it, but yeah,
yeah,
it's in genetics. It's some like they do have like very similar stuff, but yeah, no, like they've had dogs for so long. I mean, even the fucking Romans
yeah,
had like golden retrievers and stuff. So that's like pretty crazy.
it's bizarre. No, yeah, it just through thousands and thousands of years of inbreeding, it's finally just decided to turn into something else,
Yeah.
which is bizarre.
I mean, the Egyptians even had cats too. They had domesticated cats. And that's like another big thing.
Is that where the whole like the Sphinx like um statue came from?
Yeah, I mean, I think they like
Okay.
held their cats very highly in their society. And I think like they even had
You,
like certain gods that were like of cat inspiration, or of a
you
cat
know
god.
what? That actually literally makes sense, because when you see any kind of Egyptian art, there are like cats who literally like are above all. So maybe that actually is really, I never thought about that. That's interesting. So I guess literally Egyptians like treated cats like they were damn near royalty.
Oh, 100%. Like I think they like damn near like taught like treated like all of them at least like better than even peasants and stuff, like poor people.
Right.
Like it's crazy to think about that, and like just think about, yeah, like they were literally getting like treated and pampered back then, literally treated as kings.
That's just bizarre. I don't know. Like, I think you made a good point. Like, when I asked you, like, would you rather go 100 years in the past or future? I think you made a good point with going in the future, because it's like it's cool to read about history, but I mean, I guess looking back, it's like it's interesting and crazy to read about, but I don't know if you want to go back and actually experience the terrible shit that went down in history,
Well,
you know?
yeah, I'm sure like for some people they would totally want to go back, and like cuz they probably have like answers or like questions they need answers to, or some shit, or
Well,
they need, they want to
I,
like talk to somebody and be like, "Oh, how
right.
did you do this? How did you do that?"
I guess I was more so thinking like being a spectator would be cool, and you wouldn't be able to like get in trouble. But it's like, what if you ended up literally having something where you could like go back to when literally an evil person was in power, and then your life could literally be in danger. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Like,
yeah.
what if you go back to World War II and you get stuck somewhere in like Amsterdam, and like,
Or Germany, or yeah.
yeah, dude, like, and it fucking like Hitler is all powerful at that time, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I don't know. Spectating, yes, and just see things, because then you could have like proof. It'd be so fun if you like went back in time. You could like record off your bitch ass iPhone or some shit.
Dude, no. I mean, I think that also would get you killed alone. So you would have to like make it so that people wouldn't like notice you, you know, if you like brought some shit like that back. What the fuck? There is a movie I forget with Hugh Jackman where they it's like they go the Brooklyn Bridge or something. It's like they jump off it and it's like they go back in time into like the 1700s or some shit. I forget what the fuck it's called.
They jump off a bridge?
Yeah. No, it's
Really?
it's a really crazy movie. It's like a really like it's like you know, a time travel kind of movie, but
Okay.
like it's like he's Hugh Jackman's like a dude from the 1700s and he comes to the present, which is like I think either 2000s or the 90s New York.
Okay.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. I forget, like it's been a while since I've seen it. I can't even remember the name, but I'll maybe I'll think about it or I'll find it after stream, or maybe I could do it right now actually.
I do it right now. Why not
Yeah.
do it on the podcast? We got plenty of time, bro. Talking about Hugh Jackman, I just, you know, I talk shit saying that I think like I don't know, I didn't really like many of the Wolverine movies, but going back, dude, I mean, like I can't deny the fact that his acting was he was a perfect Wolverine.
Oh
He
yeah.
definitely like just looks, and it's like I think because of like he has like sideburns and shit like that. He just looks like Wolverine, no doubt.
I mean, technically he's like a lot taller than he's supposed to be, but like that's the one
Right.
thing that like nerds are like, "Oh man, he's not
Well, dude,
really."
I mean, come on, you can't be that. You can't be perfect. You know what I
No,
mean?
it's fine. Like
I would say out of anyone, he would play him better than anyone I could pick. That's what I would say.
oh,
You know?
okay. It's called Kate and Leopold. It was
Okay.
2001, so 2001 New York.
Okay.
Uh but yeah, no, it's a
I was
really
1 year old.
yeah, no, it's a really interesting movie. It's like it's all I think it would be cool to always see like someone out of time, like maybe if you brought someone from the past to the future,
Right.
and like what they would think of it and be like what the actual fuck, like you know.
Dude, that's what I'm wondering about, like, because it's like I had that theory where, like, if you could, like, make a time machine, like, dude, I just like, because like every single time travel movie ever literally shows you the fact that it's like if you change something in the past, if you just step on a fucking bug, you could like drastically alter the present or some shit. Like, dude, it's like, what if like the government was like some like CIA or FBI was only able to like touch this, and then it's like they went back in time and something happened, and then now like for some reason our present's just like fucked up. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
Like it's
I can tell you
I
this
think
much: if they did that, we wouldn't know because it would just be like we would like whatever they changed would already be our reality. You know what I mean? Like, because by that point, whatever they went back in time and changed would have already come into effect. So it's like, if in theory there already is a time machine, that means that whatever already happened is it is what it is. Because like that means that yeah,
this is so confusing.
that's why like time travel is like that's why it's people will say it's impossible because it's like you can't
Right.
physically do it. So it's like, and you also start
Yes.
to think about it. It's like, wait a second, hold on, what?
And it's kind of fun. Dude, what's your favorite time travel movie?
Oh, Back to the Future.
Okay, yeah, 100%. I
Hmm.
mean, is there even any other answer, like, you know what I'm
I mean, I
saying?
guess you
Like,
could say like Endgame or something, or I don't know.
I don't that doesn't count. I'm not counting
What?
that.
I mean, it's a time
I
travel
mean, yeah,
movie.
they time travel in it, but it's like the whole movie is not the main goal is not the time travel. The main goal is to kill
Yeah,
Thanos. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I mean, okay,
I
but
don't
I
know.
think some people would argue differently, but
Okay,
yeah.
well, I'm arguing against it. That's my argument.
Um,
But no,
another one is Looper though, which is like pretty good with Bruce Willis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. It's a really
okay.
cool like futuristic kind of time travel movie though.
Because I was gonna say either Back to the Future. Back to the Future is definitely my pick. But I was also gonna say one that I just think it needs an honorable mention is a Hot Tub Time Machine.
Oh God, yeah.
Such a funny, just like goofy movie, bro. I
Yeah,
loved
I mean
that.
that. See, some people would barely call that a time travel movie. They'd be like, "Bro,
Well, I mean, dude, Time Machine is in the title of the movie.
yeah, I know, but the
Like,
way that they fuck around with time travel and that it doesn't like it makes even less sense than like Back to the Future. So it's just like they would probably be like, whatever, you know."
oh yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's like the whole point of the movie. It's just, I mean, well, first of all, none of the movies are gonna make sense because it's about time travel. It's about an impossible thing. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like, I remember literally, you speak of Endgame. I remember fucking hearing Hulk try to explain time travel to War Machine, and like, dude, it's just so he's like, your future present becomes the past, and like just a bunch, and like literally,
Yeah.
War Machine's like, what are you talking about? Every single movie and book that's ever existed talks about when you change the past, it all drastically alters the present, you know.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I don't. And Hulk's like, I don't know why everyone says that, but that's totally not true. So no, yeah,
Well,
that movie was. Oh yeah, bro. Endgame. It was that was a fucking movie for sure. That was a fucking great movie.
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's another point though of that whole speech is like, yeah, that more of a point of it being kind of more time travel focused, but
Right.
yeah.
I mean, let me ask you then. Like, so for you, you think Endgame would count as a time travel movie?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're not wrong. Yeah, the goal is to defeat Thanos, but they go back in time into various points of the MCU. And yeah, I don't know. They fuck with shit usually.
That is really fun to see in that movie. How you get to see like I love how it's like if they didn't go back in time, like Thor wouldn't have his hammer, so it's like he went back in time and literally was like trying to grab his hammer, and then like Rocket's like, the fuck's going on? And
Yeah.
Mom's like, it takes a while.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I
But
think
yeah.
that's why. Go ahead, sorry.
No, I was gonna say those are like cool moments in time travel movies. I always like. It's like, you know, you get to maybe reignite with or whatever kindle whatever relationship with two characters that
Mhm.
haven't seen each other in a while.
Right.
Yeah, or like you get to have like a parent be the same age as their son in Back to the Future, you know, or
Yeah,
some shit.
bro. Dude, you know, okay, this isn't, I don't know if this is considered, this isn't really time travel, but that just made me think of this, bro, is Interstellar. I totally forgot about that movie too.
Oh, I mean, technically he does time travel in that, or it's like it's
You
I
know
guess
what?
it's
I guess what I'm thinking
wormhole
about then,
traveling.
like, I guess what I think about then, like, uh, maybe making a time machine would be impossible, but like, if you could go to another galaxy, wouldn't you basically almost be able to time travel then? Because it's like you
Yes.
go through that galaxy, then you come right back to the galaxy, and it literally could be like,
Yeah.
10 fucking years later on Earth. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I guess by that logic, time travel would be possible. But I mean, then again, I have no fucking idea how we're gonna get to another galaxy in a human's lifetime. Maybe we could. I don't know.
I mean, I think who said it best? I think is it Neil deGrasse Tyson that said it like best that we're born too late to discover the planet and Earth and everything, but we're born too early to explore the stars. So like not probably in our generation
Okay.
of like being able to like
Uh, oh boy.
uh-oh.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, I think we might have some technical.
Oh,
Looks like the homie. Oh, there we go.
can you hear
Are
me?
we? Yeah, I can hear you.
All right,
I
there we
just hope
go.
we didn't lose any recording just now.
No, I mean we're still recording. It was just
Okay,
Discord.
fantastic. All right.
Dude, what was I saying? No, I was saying that
You were saying like Neil deGrasse Tyson said it best that like we're too old, we're born too late to experience the planet, so we're born too early to experience the stars, something like that.
yeah,
Um, okay, so like what does he mean by that then? Does that mean like literally like we
like
can't?
traveling to like another like another galaxy, or traveling a light
Okay.
year even, or traveling like uh you know just a certain amount of distance besides within our solar system, that's like damn, at least within the technology we have now, it's almost impossible,
Right.
I mean it is impossible, yeah.
Well, okay, so hmm. I mean, like, do you think it'd be impossible? I mean, now we're talking about literally, like, we talk about this all the time. If we're going to another planet, like, do you think literally we could ever literally eventually get to some other kind of like galaxy, or do you think the fact that the universe is expanding too much
No,
every
and
single like,
I think it's the idea in like maybe a couple hundred years or so, when our technology is like even more advanced than it is now.
Oh yeah. I would love to
Um,
see what Earth is like 200 years from now, dude, because that's such a long, long time.
oh yeah, I mean, dude, look at 200 years before this. Look at the 1800s. Like, look at that shit. Look how far we've come since then.
It's
So,
insane. I mean, bro, 1800s, we didn't. I mean, unless it's like talking like late 1800s, homie, we didn't even have cars.
Oh yeah,
We had no
or
cars.
electricity or fucking
Oh no, did we not have electricity 1800? I thought like the light bulb came out around like mid 1800s.
yeah.
I
Well,
could be
I'm
wrong,
thinking
but
like early 1800s at least.
okay, yeah,
So
yeah. So like
like
1820, 1823.
compared to
Yeah.
like yeah the 1820s, yeah, exactly right now, yeah. So
No, yeah. That's so crazy, man. Because it's like look and just like watching like I remember watching Back to the Future, the third one. That's probably my favorite. It's just how they go, excuse me, how they go back in time. And it's just so bizarre to see like the fact that back then literally the quickest way to get somewhere was like like dude, like no one steals cars, no one like drives cars, you don't got to worry about a license, all you fucking do is just take a horse, like. And it's crazy that pretty much for like, I mean, all of human history, we had no cars, and now literally in 2023, everyone's got a fucking car. They're everywhere. So like, and now we have cars that can just drive us, and it's like, what if we get to a point where those things are so good at not crashing that it'll just completely eliminate auto accidents? And then at that point, it's just kind of like, why would you even want to drive anything else? You know what I mean? Like, you don't gotta drive and you don't gotta worry about ever literally hitting something with your car ever again.
Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
mean, again, I'm all for it. We've had this discussion on here before, bro. There's gonna be people that want to still drive. Like, I have friends like that are gonna be like, nah, bro, I'm gonna be driving until I like literally it's illegal for me to drive.
So
So
you're not for that. You're not for that.
oh no, I'm for like the autonomous
Okay, okay.
driving. I'm saying that like like I just said, I have friends that don't want to do that. They want to wait till they're like they want to keep doing it until they're very
But like,
old.
that's what thing is like. That's why I keep going back to it because it's like I feel like we're gonna have to at some point. Like I feel like we're gonna like I said, we're gonna get to a point where it's so uh like advanced that like we're not really gonna have an option.
Yeah, I
We're not
mean
gonna have an option.
there's no actual like evidence and stuff or like things that we can relate to in the real world because no country has done it yet, so it's like hard to we're still getting there with electric cars, right? So then I think from there eventually get to autonomous cars when once everything is like fully electric and not on diesel and shit or fucking
Right.
fossil fuels.
You know what's funny? One of my not one of my friends, but just someone that I know at work. They literally are they're all like conspiratorial, I guess, on electronics, and like they have like a theory um where they're like, I wonder like if there's any phones that can charge like way faster than the average phone, because it's like I think the phone that can charge 35 minutes. It's like he had a theory like I wonder if like in the army or somewhere like that where you need to literally get a contact fast, if your phone's about to die, you got to charge that bitch quick. Like what if it can charge literally in like 5 minutes or some shit like that? You know what I mean?
Maybe. I mean, the army is a really good place for technology to be tested and
Yeah.
implemented, like before it's kind of like released to the
And you're in a
public.
and you're in a war, so it's like you got to get connection now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, definitely they have like solar powered phones and stuff like that too. I know that like are just solar paneled or whatever, and they get energy that way.
That's what's gonna be weird about like that as well, dude. Because it's like, what if like how we're evolving into other places of the universe or of the galaxy? Sorry, is that like if you need to like have an emergency contact with someone back on Earth, it's like we got to find a way to literally start sending messages faster than the speed of light, which sounds bizarre, but it's like if you need something now, and it's like you can't and like it like the speed of light can only go like this amount of like distance, it's like it's gonna take more like several like minutes or even hours to like literally get back to Earth, and then
Yeah,
that's both ways. You know what I mean? So
I think with radio waves it might be faster because it's technically like it's a like it's a wave. It's not actually like a physical thing that you're sending, but I could be wrong because like we might be able to send at least maybe even faster than the speed of light, but I don't know already. But because that's not like actual like light itself or an actual object. It's like
right.
a frequency. So I don't know what those like operate at, but I could be wrong though. I don't know.
Right. Bro, you know what's so wild? I heard I think it was I heard on Joe Rogan's podcast. I remember, yeah, I was listening to him. He was talking to Wiz Khalifa. And dude, it's so wild. He was talking about the fact that he actually lived over in Japan for like 2 years when he was a kid.
Who
Because it's
was
like
or
Wiz Khalifa, yeah,
yeah.
yeah, he lived in Japan.
Mm.
And at first of all, I was just like, whoa, really? For real? And because it's like his parents are military, so they would just move all around the world.
Ah,
But like what's so wild is that like he said that over there, like that's one place he wouldn't really want to like live again because he said that over there the earthquakes get so bad.
shit.
Um like literally it's like you think like California or some shit like that would be bad, bro. He said that literally like in Japan it's almost like at a ride at Universal, like fucking like you if you sit in your chair, you're gonna instantly like fall over in your chair and like literally like you could like your TV will come off the entertainment center, like that shit will just fly off, like your couch will like fold over, like he just said it gets like ridiculous. So
Dude,
I don't know, man.
I mean, like, yeah, I didn't really realize that. I mean, they are an island, in the middle of the Pacific, so that kind of that
It's a
makes
lot
sense.
yeah.
And they have had like earthquakes and stuff before. But damn, no, that's crazy. I didn't realize it was like that or that intense.
And that's one thing that also freaks me out about literally like it doesn't freak me out anymore, but like it would still scare me a little bit the first time I go overseas because I haven't really been over. I've been outside the country, but I've only been to Costa Rica, so you're not going overseas to go to Costa Rica. But like that always freaked me out about going overseas is that like the what's it called, the turbulence can get so crazy when you go over the ocean that like that always freaked me out because it's like and you know, maybe I have that kind of anxiety from like movies and shit like that. But it's like when you really like look at it, it's just like all of a sudden like your plane like fucking goes crazy, and then all of a sudden like if you hit a storm or something, instantly your plane could just start going down and down.
Yeah.
But
I mean, well, actually, technically, like with a plane, you have a better chance of crash landing and like surviving than you do like I don't know, like a fucking helicopter or some shit because you can actually like
oh yeah, I would never ever take
like
a
you
helicopter
can
through
like
the over the ocean
glide,
ever.
you know. But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I've been on flights with like a lot of turbulence before. It's definitely been like, oh shit, like oh fuck. But
Does it scare you when you go overseas, bro?
oh no, I mean like at
Oh,
this
not anymore. Okay.
because at this point too for me, like dude, when you travel overseas, like it's such a long flight, you're just asleep like for half of it or all of it,
So
really.
like you'll even be asleep if you're like fucking shaking like crazy.
I mean, yeah, I mean for the most part, like
God damn.
I haven't like I haven't like woken up in a flight where like we're and
Okay.
the planes that go overseas are pretty big, so it's hard for them
Okay.
to like shake and stuff. They're like 747s or whatever the fuck, I don't know what
Right. Right.
but they're like they're significantly bigger than like any kind of commercial whatever airplane you're gonna take in the
Yeah, it's not just like
States.
you're going from like Cali to Florida. Like you're going on a real fucking flight
Oh
when you're
yeah,
going from like Florida to fucking I don't know, Germany or some shit.
yeah.
Like yeah. Um I don't know, bro. Yeah, when I heard that, it just kind of like freaked me out. But I mean, I get yeah, like you said, I guess it would make sense. Like you're an island on the biggest fucking ocean in the world, so you're gonna have some wild shit going on. I
Yeah,
guess it does make sense.
yeah. I mean, Japan is already like like it's already like they've already got a lot of shit going on there, you know.
Right.
So yeah, no, that I didn't realize that it was like that though.
Well, when you say crazy shit, like go in detail. What do you mean by crazy shit? What's
Oh,
going
like
on over in Japan?
I think they they had the nukes go off there. I don't know if the nuclear fallout is still in effect or like the
Oh, I was not aware of this.
wait, what, bro?
I
Uh,
was not aware of this. Oh my gosh.
the what? Wait, what, bro? What?
Well, what do you like? What do you mean? Like,
Like in World War II when they
okay, I thought you meant there was
yeah.
something going on now. I was like,
No,
wait,
no,
what?
bro, no.
Of course, yeah, the bomb that dropped on Hiroshima.
Yeah, yeah. I
Absolutely.
was gonna say, bro. I was
Okay.
like, how do you not
I
know?
was gonna say, Jack, like, yo, what's going on right now over
No,
there in
bro.
Japan right now?
Well,
Okay,
and
there we
then
go.
so that I don't know if I haven't been. I don't know what the situation is with the radiation there. If they still can live in the area or if it like lasts a long time or not. But I yeah, I don't know. It's always been kind of sus to me. And then
Okay.
also like with the I think like an earthquake back in like 2015, I would believe, or maybe a little bit later than that, or it might have been longer. I don't fucking know. Um, there was like a nuclear reactor that like over flooded because of like tsunami water or something. So it like it, I think almost went off, or it's still, I don't know if it's still being monitored or something, but
Okay.
it's yeah, I don't know. It's as much as I like want to go there, it's like damn yeah, you're right. Like it is kind of like sus, especially now
I
with
mean,
those
yeah, hey,
earthquakes.
hey, bro, if we have any Japanese listeners, like, no, this is no offense to you guys, bro. Like, we're happy that you guys listen and you're fans, but like, I don't know, man. Like, some things over there just seem wild. Like, I mean, hey, let me know if you're from Japan. Let me know in the comments of this video, bro. Like, if shit really does get that crazy over there, because this is just going off of what I've heard, but what I've heard is some like fuck shit. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I mean, at
um,
least right now too, it's like super expensive to go to Japan. So
okay.
like, it's yeah, no, it's
That being said, though, I have heard that like there are parts of Japan that are incredible. Like I've heard like the
oh
fucking
yeah.
mountains and shit like that in Japan are
Well,
amazing.
Tokyo alone, the city is just like crazy. I've heard.
Dude, I've heard people say they've been to Tokyo and they're like, "Yo, this is the trippiest place I've ever been in my life."
Oh yeah, no,
You know,
I mean, from what I've seen, is it's insane. Like, there's so much shit going on. Uh, yeah,
it's
no.
like funny because it's like I know this one podcast that I listen to and they talk about literally they're like comparing like what's better this or that and they were comparing like cities and they were talking about Tokyo and it's like literally I probably say Tokyo is the one city in the world that is primarily known for its nightlife. Like they said, the nightlife in Tokyo is just crazy. Like,
I actually believe that. No, low key. The businessmen there go crazy, bro.
yeah.
Like that's their society. Like they're like very like work focused. Like the men there are just like always about working. So like when they're done working, they just go out to the clubs and karaoke bars.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
yeah, I saw this one like Vice documentary about these like businessmen that would like after they were done partying, it would be too much time for them to go back home. So there would just be a
Right.
bunch of them just asleep on the streets in like downtown like financial district area of like of Tokyo. It's just so they could get to the office like the next morning, like right there. They're just like literally just asleep on like the pavement, like with their briefcase or something in their suits.
No
Yeah,
shit.
that's how crazy they go, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
So they'll finalize a deal and then literally pass out on the street on their
Oh
suitcase.
yeah, I think it's a lot. At least
Wow.
the younger the this is like I think it's young businessmen because it's too expensive for them to like buy a hotel room or something, and then like obviously
Wait,
like
what?
well, dude, it's like they're trying to make money, they're trying to like keep the dude. I'm just telling you, you could go down this like there's like streets there and like there's certain areas where you can just find a bunch of businessmen just drunk, passed out, sleeping, like
Wow.
ready for the next day to work.
Then
Yeah.
again, I will say this. I don't know. I think it's definitely in like a Middle Eastern country, but I saw this awesome video where there were this guy literally went on. It was on YouTube. This guy went to he went to like the cheapest hotel in the world to the most expensive, and it was like in a Middle Eastern country. I don't remember what country it was exactly, but he went there and it was like $1 a night. And what it is actually you sleep in a hallway and you actually just get like a little thin like carpet slash mattress, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and one little pillow, and that's how you're gonna sleep that night.
No
I
shit.
mean, you know what? Like, I mean, yeah, you do get what you pay for. It's the Dollar Tree version of a hotel. But I mean, then again, if it's like fucking pouring rain out or snowing, at least you're gonna be warm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey,
Yeah.
man.
I mean, in Japan, they basically have the same shit. They have these like little pods that you can rent where it's just a bed and it's
Okay.
just like in a like literally just a pod. Like it's just like a size of a bed. Go in,
Right.
that's it, and like that's all that it is. So
I mean, basically, that's kind of like all you really need. To, I mean, if you all you, I mean, like literally, in my opinion, unless you're gonna stay for a vacation,
yeah,
if you're like just going somewhere for one night, all you need is just somewhere to sleep. That's
yeah,
all you need. You don't need fucking a TV. You don't need a fucking lamp and like a phone to call for room service. If you're just
yeah,
staying there just to sleep and then get right back on the road, that's all you need is a bed. That's all you need.
yeah.
Um, But yeah, you know what's funny? When I think of that, I always when you just said like a little room with a bed, I instantly think of Squid Games. How it's just like that guy who dressed up in the whole outfit of Squid Games,
Yeah,
and he went to sleep in the room. And all there was in there was just like a desk with a mirror and then a fucking bed, and that was it.
yeah.
Like, God, man, you know what's like, and that show, it's so bizarre, dude. Because like when I watched that show, I never like knew what it was until my sister showed it to me, and I didn't realize that that show just like complete. It was a phenomenon for like maybe like 4 months. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, didn't Mr. Beast, he made like his own like version of it or something, or like
Yes, dude, that was insane.
yeah, and then I think Netflix was gonna like make their own live version of it, and then they were gonna like I think there was a whole like controversy because they were gonna sue Mr. Beast because he like did it on YouTube or something. I don't know.
You know what's funny though is that like, dude, he literally I heard him say on Joe Rogan, Mr. Beast on Joe Rogan, just letting everybody know.
Mhm.
I heard Mr. Beast on Joe Rogan. He was saying that the creator and writer of the show literally was happy that someone wants to like like I guess like reenact it or whatever, and it's like,
Yeah.
dude, the creator of the fucking show,
Well,
the guy who made the show wants to recreate it. So it's like, if you're cool with it, then all right, hell, why not?
well, I think that is like the problem, and then also like it's just like a legal battle because it's like now Netflix wants to do it like on their own, so they just like I think they
Okay.
want him to not like be able to do it anymore, like basically take the video down or just like not have it out there. Yeah.
You know what? I wonder if that's because he's becoming such a huge celebrity that like I wonder if it's because they're worried he could literally like dethrone them. You know what I mean? Like he could literally fucking like outdo Netflix with something because he's that fucking worldwide.
I mean, maybe. I mean,
You
yeah,
know,
no,
like I mean, I'm not even like trying to. I'm not even like joking or anything. I think he low key is like a threat to like big studios like Universal and shit. Like,
I
I mean,
mean,
he's got
yeah.
150 plus million subs, and it's like he has other countries that like he only uploads their language to his videos. By the way, bro, your hair is fucking lit.
Sorry.
Um,
I'm trying to
but
fix
like,
it.
but nah, dude, like I think because it's like I think low key, someone had an idea that he was on a podcast. I think it would be a cool idea. Is they could pay him to promote their shit. You know what I mean? Like literally be like, oh, in next video, because this video gets like more views than like the fucking Super Bowl. Like next video, it's like, oh, this movie's coming out on Disney in like a month. Go watch this movie. Like that's several hundred millions of people that all like know. Okay, I see this ad on this Mr. Beast video.
Yeah, I mean, I think for the most part, some of his stuff is sponsored. Like I think the Squid, funny enough, I think the Squid Game video might have been sponsored from by the show, to like get
Really?
people, yeah, to get people hype. Which is again, it's like a whole funny thing. It's like now because just because they want to do it themselves, they're like, yeah,
Right.
nah, get that out of here. Like why? Like no, we did it
Bro, you know what's
first.
wild? Jack, you know what's wild, dude? I don't mean to cut you off. I was just gonna say this. You know what's wild, homie? Is I saw Mr. Beast was explaining this. He literally said that the oh no, sorry, the actual Squid Games TV show, the budget of it was like 9 million for like, and that was like 9 episodes,
shit.
and literally his 25-minute video was 4 million. So a 25-minute video was half of the whole fucking thing.
Damn. I mean, it's probably because they actually had to make the stuff, and like make it practical. Because like with the show, it's like a lot of it's fake. You're not people having people actually die and
I
stuff.
mean,
Or
yeah, but like you gotta pay actors,
yeah,
you gotta pay writers, you gotta pay the camera crew.
yeah,
I mean, I guess Mr. Beast has some of those too, but it's like he doesn't have like several actors he has to pay. Those guys, those people that were there were all just competing for money. Like it's not like he literally had to pay every single one of them a certain amount of rate every single hour. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
What was the like prize? Was it $1 million?
for Mr. Beast,
Yeah.
it was no, because there was I think it's because in Squid Games there's I could be wrong about this, but I think that's like there's 456 people that compete. So the prize was 456K.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. I mean, that's fucking nice too. What the fuck? Yeah.
Yeah. Hell
Jeez.
yeah. I
Damn.
don't know, man. Yeah, that dude, he's I mean, I I respect it. I literally heard him say that he's never finished a whole like TV show or movie in his life because he only did YouTube his whole life.
Damn, yo, that's crazy.
But hey, man, nobody can talk shit because he's
No,
doing
it
nothing but fucking like gaining subs every single day.
does not have
So
time for that, you know?
no, yeah, he does not.
That's
All I will
crazy.
say, I think he said the only movie he's finished because because he literally is starting to because like people like talk shit because he's like he's never seen Star Wars, he's never seen Titanic, he's never seen any of the big Avenger movies, he's never seen like Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, uh. And what's funny is that like the only movie he finished ever was the one that just came out. He saw No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home. Out of all the other movies, that's the only one he finished watching.
Okay, that's crazy. I didn't that dude. Okay, I mean, all right.
And it's good. And I mean, hey, bro, Tom Holland gang, gotta stand up, baby. You know what I mean?
No,
Tom Holland is the shit, but that shit that was just fucking hilarious. Yeah, he's never seen all those fucking classic
that's
films,
crazy.
but he's seen the newest Spider-Man, which is just it makes no sense. But whatever.
Damn.
I don't know. But yo, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get out of here, man. Great episode as always. Yo, hope y'all have a wonderful week. And as always, it's me and Jack. And yo, we will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.